Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to AC Milan. We have our first home match against Napoli today. We've started out the league strong. Only 2 matches in. Let's get there right now. You can see after the Man United game, what an awful game. Juve, Holjlund, I'm sorry, gets a hat trick. We started off just poor in the 24th. Mukhtar got one. I mean, it was a good goal. I couldn't really fault anyone for that too much. But I was thinking, oh, this is going to be another just destruction that we were going to get annihilated for some reason. And then Holderland, 48, 60, and 76, gets his first hat trick against quite a team, mind you. Everyone, I mean, for the most part, playing well. Scalvini's not been picking it up as a starter, and it's getting a little worrisome. It's only a couple matches in, but still. Hellas Verona, Berardi gets 2 free kick goals. Absolutely crazy. And he had a third one in there almost. I think it was saved or it skipped over the net or something like that. But first in the second, one in the 43rd. I was going to take Giroud off because he was at like a 6-6. And I was thinking, Holzland did really well against Juve. Let's put him in against Hellas Verona. But then Giroud gets one in the 54th. It was literally like the 52nd or 53rd minute. I was like, you know what? Giroud's got to come off. I'll just put Holzland in and Giroud scores. I was like, I can't do it now. And then gets his hat trick, 76 again and 87. Absolutely fantastic. So starting off the season in style, Pobega does get a little bit of a knock. Lecce, starting out, I mean, Giroud gets one in the 7th, which was great. And then immediately Ziefwick, no idea, gets one in the 8th. Again, I'm thinking, oh, something's wrong with his tactic. I don't know what's going on anymore. But then Berardi gets another one, his 3rd of the season, and Giroud gets his 5th of the season in the 86th, and we just cruise to a 3-1 victory. Very nice. However, Napoli's today, and I'm not sure how that's going to go. Now, obviously, September 8th, transfer window has closed. I tried everything to get a left fullback, and every single time, all I could do is loans because I still can't do transfers. I can't change any of this. I'm not allowed to. So 13,000 transfer budget, get off the screen. 13,000 transfer budget remaining, not great. However, next season, 20 million. However, the payroll, we've got a ton of payroll. So I was thinking, let's bring a nice loanee in. And literally every team I tried to get a loanee from, they all required a mandatory future fee. Well, okay, wasn't thinking about it. So I was trying to get, Sergio Gomez from Man City. And it's like, okay, well, offer accepted. You don't have the 30 million to give right now. It's like, but it's a future fee. Why would you give it now? I had to actually go onto the Discord groups and ask, why are they demanding 30 million now? Because I just wasn't smart enough to realize it's a mandatory fee. So you need to have the money available now. So you're not going to get to the end of the season, spend that money or not have any money and not be able to do the transfer and have to cancel it. So that pissed me off. Literally no one. I could bring no one. I went for big name players. I went for, youngsters who were, not really in first squad status. I went for fringe 30-year-old players on transfer list, and they still all required a transfer. Mandatory transfer fee, and I couldn't do any of it. I went for some 30-year-old fringe player, like I just said, and they required 8 million. I was like, I can't do it. Remove and keep that away from the negotiation. Sorry, not going to happen without that mandatory fee. So I don't know if that's a bug or if it's just something that happens. But literally, I went for about 10 players, 15 players. All of them, all teams required a mandatory future fee, and I just couldn't pay it. So we couldn't bring one in. That pissed me off. Pierre Kalulu. This is one I haven't seen really before. I've seen the first part where basically he wanted a transfer to Real Madrid. Real Madrid came in for him for like 24 million and he's rated at much higher than that. I was not going to sell him for 24 million. That just chump change basically. So I told him, I'm not selling you for that. They've got to come in and meet my evaluation for you. And he said, okay, well, what's that? And we went back and forth and finally settled on 75 million. Well, they never came back for him. Thankfully, because I really wanted to keep him. The problem is now that promise is transferred to the next transfer window. And I don't understand. I've never seen that before. Usually it's kind of you get to the end of the transfer window, it closes, they haven't come back for you. The player says, you know what? Okay, I'm done. I'm fine. I'm happy to stay at the club. This time it's like, no, let's keep that going for a little longer. Never seen that before. And it's pissing me off because now I have a new promise. And oh, it's so annoying. But 75 million, that's got to be 75 million. So anyway, that's been transfer window. I've shown you everyone. Asprilla has done some great things and then just kind of dipped down again. So I don't know if he'll play in Napoli today. We'll see. But yeah, let's get to this Napoli game and see how we do. One other piece of news as we wait the week to Napoli. I don't know why I started the recording so early. I tried to get rid of Origi, and it just wasn't working. No one really wanted him. I'm going to guess his wages are just a hindrance to it. He did have an offer for like 20 some odd million from some Al Hidi or something like that team out in the Middle East. He didn't want it. I knew he wasn't going to take it. Unfortunately, though, that means that he's still here. I'm going to try and get him some game time. It doesn't look like he's going to get much, but you know, what are you going to do? But look at this. Holzland, as a 20-year-old wonder kid, 74 minutes, 2 goals, 8.6 rating in the international stage. Very nice. Singo playing on the main team. Holzland is off with the international team, yet I can still put my arm around him and say, congratulations on scoring your first goal for Denmark. How stupid is that? Pretty freaking stupid. And I forgot to mention also that the UEFA Champions League group stage is out. Group H, Arsenal, Milan, Slavia Praha, and Young Boys. So I'm looking at least a top two. Arsenal obviously is going to be the one to beat, and that's going to be the tough one. Slavia Praha and Young Boys, hopefully we can actually get past them. But overall, happy with the draw. It could have been a lot worse, and yeah, hopefully we'll make it through. So finally, it is match day, and this is the lineup that I think we're going to go out with today. Magnan in goal, Hernandez, Tamori, Scalvini, and Kalulu in the back four. Benacer and Tamali, as usual, in the midfield. Origi does come in because Leao actually just got hurt for a couple of days. He's not fully fit, and so I'm just kind of keeping him on the bench for right now. I'll probably bring him on as a sub at some point. De Kedira in the center, Berardi and Giroud up top. So that is going to be it. Submit this team, and let's take a look. Oh, both of you. Great. That's awesome. So they still have Zelensky. Oshiman is still in there. And Kovitskela. I have no idea how to pronounce that dude's name. My scouts constantly are saying, pick this guy up at whatever the cost. However, the cost is about 120 million. And we don't have a single penny to spend. So that's not going to happen. But Napoli are always a tough match. Derby day. So, I mean, I hope Origi can pick it up. We've done well so far. Let's keep it going, please, guys. Why is it PAR? Who is Napoli at PAR? I don't understand that. Oh, Tamori, just a little down, and he would have been fantastic start. Well, they have Anguissa there. I didn't know that name. So Raspadori comes down. Vilinsky. Oh, if he passed it off to Oshiman, then that would have been it. I don't know what my defense was doing right there. They need to kind of pick it up a little. Origi, what are you doing, Origi? It's like it bounced off your shoulder. Focus, people. There's been a lot of highlights in the last like 5 minutes. Nothing, I mean, it was screaming up till then, and then all of a sudden we're getting a highlight every couple of seconds. Sadly, mostly it's them. But, so Anguissa brings it into the box, shoots it. God damn it. I mean, that thing had power. Magnan was just flipped sideways with it. But that is just depressing. Again, who the fuck is Parr? But Di Lorenzo, Origi was just a bad pick. What's he at? He's at a 6.5. Yeah, Magnan should have stopped that, but unfortunately did not. We're heading into halftime. A goal down, and that's a bitch. So second half, it really is time to turn on the wheels and get going. Get your shooting boots on, get moving, get these numbers up. I mean, 6-4 for Theo, 6-6 for Scalvini. Again, another match that he's just not doing well. Origi is first. Well, Origi's not first off. Shit. So I'm bringing Theo on because I have no other center backs. I hope that Theo's not out for too long because that's really going to screw us. Again, we've got nobody. Kalulu can be over there, and then I can bring Singo in, I guess. But man, that lack of a left back is just going to kill me. De Kedira coming up is, what's he going to do? Tonali. That was not even close. So I'm bringing Leao on simply because Origi just has crapped the absolute bucket. Up to De Calare, over to Berardi. Yes! Is it offside? Feeling for offside. Yeah, clearly offside. Jesus, people. That's what we need, though. It's starting to piss me off a little. Benacer up to Berardi. All the way up to Leao. Unfortunately, not able to get it. But Berardi to De Calare. Tonali. Don't shoot it. Don't. Fucker. If Giroud scores here, he can stay on. Otherwise, he's not staying on. Benacer into nobody. Back to Benacer. Out for a throw-in? Really? De Calare into Leao. Benacer back to Leao. Why? How is that even a corner? I don't even know what happened there. But Tonali, one last chance for Giroud. 63 minutes in. Nope, Giroud's off. You know what I probably should have done is brought Holzland on and had him pairing with Giroud. That's my bad. I thought about that once in one of the previous matches, and it just never happened. Great pass up to Tomori. What is that? What on earth was that? But recording to, losing to, is a lot different than it was last season. So I'm going to have to, I don't even know what to change. Do we put the 2 up top and kind of have a 4-4-2, kind of go back to just a central idea, the basics? I don't want to screw with the tactics so much because we demolished Hellas Verona. We had a nice match against Lecce. De Calare, yes! Finally getting one in. He's had a lot of high shots and a lot of straight to the keeper shots. So 73 minutes in, we're tied 1 apiece. Tomori with a nice steal there. Pass up to Leao. Great pass up to De Calare. I was hoping that Giroud would back off a little, but finally getting one in. Encouraging words seem to work with this team. What I would do, yeah! First goal of the season for him. Holzland breaking the cherry. But usually what I do is the first half I do encouragement. The second half I do demand more. Demand more has not worked very well with this team. Never has. I keep doing it. I don't know why. I do an encouragement and it's a sea of green and yellow. So maybe I'll just do encouraging words throughout the entire thing. This second half has really picked up. And we've got 6 minutes left. Please, for the love of God, let's keep it like this. It's going to be a lot of nervy wins this season, I believe, is if we get anywhere near the top. But Kalulu bringing it down for Benacer out to Tia, easily stolen into Oshiman. Fuck this team. We're going to draw. We draw this match in the last seconds. God, that was such a bitch. It's a point. I will take a point, but my God. Holzland gets his goal, which is great. De Calare got a goal, which is great. But I don't know. So that does see us drop down to second with Lazio picking up the points. Overall, I mean, again, a point is a point. Out for 5 to 6 weeks. And we've got no one to back him up, really. This is gonna suck. So anyway, Super Sub Holzland rescues Milan. Could have won, but damn. But anyway, that's it for me. Sefian FM, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope next time can be a bit better of a match. Maybe a Champions League match. We'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Take care and enjoy.